Hey YouTube, KC Classes 7 here back again with another video. This is going to be a video discussing my offline settings whenever I play NBA 2K18. Obviously on Hall of Fame here, but I want to show you some of the differences and some of the things that I personally like to do whenever I'm playing against the CPU. In my opinion, um, I always like to make it a little bit more of a challenge and a little bit more realistic whenever I'm playing offline because you kind of can set the standard of how you want the game to play. So my free throw shooting and my actual shooting percentages, I put the real player percentages. Again, I think it's a little bit more realistic than you using the shot timing. One of my biggest issues with shot timing is if I don't know a player's shot timing, but that player can shoot, I will miss more shots with him than I probably should just because I don't know the shot timing. I guess you can always say like you can go to the gym and practice with that player, but at the same time, with real player percentages, whatever that player shoots from wherever they are on the floor, that's what they'll shoot. And when you get into season mode, it makes those training and those practices a little bit more important because if you want a player to shoot better from said like said place on the court, you have to actually go in and do the work with that player to get those upgrades versus you just knowing the shot timing and being able to knock down shots with that player. Um, that's just one of the things I like to do. Another thing I like to do um, when it comes to playing offline, and before I get into that, I'm so glad that they added in what all these things mean. I made a video back in 2K16 about that, about this. I think it was I think it was a game when I was playing against the Warriors and I was the Spurs. I want to say it was that game. I don't know if I uploaded the video, but I definitely made a video talking about how I feel that they need to show what these things mean. Like, what does automatic mean? Like, but I'm happy that they added this stuff in the game. This is exactly what is needed, or what was needed, in my personal opinion. But um, back to how I like to play the game offline. I also have everything on auto, and the reason why I do this because I like that I like the idea of the coach of that specific coach coaching the game, so I don't get into a malaise of calling the same play just because it works. I know that the adaptive coaching engine ACE is supposed to prevent that from happening, but at the same time, it is still a CPU type system, so it doesn't necessarily mean that if you find a money play in the game that it won't always work. It just is supposed to kind of counter that, but that's not always the case from what I have, experienced in this game. Specifically when talking about the um specifically when talking about playing in a head-to-head match. I've seen people kind of exploit the ace system as well as exploit the game, and I would have to make adjustments myself um, to fix whatever is going on. For example, if someone puts a small forward at point guard, I would have to go into the settings and say, okay, I want this person guarding the guy at the point guard. Like the game doesn't still, in my opinion, and from what I can see, the game still doesn't recognize certain players in certain positions. Like if Andrew Wiggins was at the point guard, it still would have Lonzo Ball guarding Andrew Wiggins because Lonzo Ball guards whoever's at the X button. Um, I thought that's what Ace was supposed to do. I thought Ace was supposed to kind of prevent that stuff from happening, but I guess not. I guess it's just more about the plays and stuff, but I didn't know. Another thing, whenever I play offline, I only play on one player. Okay, that was odd. Yeah, I only play on one player whenever I'm playing offline as well. Like, so whoever I take the shot with on offense, that's the guy I play with on defense. So that way I'm not just, playing on one person on the offensive end. I mean on the defensive end, and I'm able to equally play with every single player on my defense. Obviously whoever I take more shots with, that's who I want to play the most defense with. That's pretty obvious. But at the same time, I won't always be guarding the point guard. I won't always be guarding the two guard. Like, I'll have it switched up every here and there. That is definitely a bad habit. Let me get in the habit of still, trying to knock these down though. Because when I get online, I just usually tap the button like I just did there and end up missing the shot like crazy. So, but to me, I feel like that's the that's the best way to do it. I think just playing on one person, even though some people might not like that idea and concept, but I think that's again, I really honestly think that's the best way to do it. Yeah, once I saw I couldn't bully him, I had to go with the little finesse shot there. And to me, playing on one person also regulates the defense as well. So you won't see them, you know, do wacky things like just switch just to switch, or if they see certain things happen, you're kind of like the regulator. So if you stay on your man, like the game will know to pick up on its own. Like you won't have to really do anything. So I'll just show you guys, just a little bit. Since this was one of the preseason games today, I just went to the NBA today, so that's why I think the Warriors was another matchup, the Warriors against the Nuggets, but Lonzo Ball was in this matchup, so I figured why not? You know, these are these two teams are one of the two of the more exciting teams, or more, and two of the teams that are more anticipated going into this next season. So I figured why not go with this matchup? We'll have some more 2K videos in the near future too, because there's definitely some things I want to discuss about this game, but I'm gonna save that for a later video. Ah, I see that they switch the handoff mechanic, which is, that'll also be in not specifically the handoff mechanic, but some of the things that 2K does is gonna be in another video. I'm not sure how Ingram made that shot. I'm not gonna lie, but he makes it. I'm not complaining. So we'll show a couple more possessions on the offensive end and on the defensive end. And this is one of the things that I do really enjoy about 2K, and one of the things that I really do like about the game. You see these guys, they oh, too far out. It's way too far out. You see, look at, and this was in something that was in 2K17 as well. When I first noticed it, and this happens in real basketball. These guys have a miscommunication. They both try to guard the same guy. Jimmy Butler, um, he reacts to it late. He still does try to put a contest up, but that's just a missed shot by Lonzo Ball. That's a clean look. He just missed it. But I really do enjoy that, to where the AI doesn't seem like it knows exactly what you're doing. Like, he didn't just come right out to guard Lonzo Ball. Like, it was that situation where obviously, and these guys not being familiar teammates, you know, maybe back when he was a Hawk, or when he played back at Indiana, these guys switched, and you know, Jimmy Butler being a good defender for all the teams that he played for, well, not all the teams, but he only played for Chicago, he was always able to get through and recover. So it's good that you see this stuff, where you see the blunders on offense, but he just missed the shot. So That happens. I'm not mad at that. Also, like these new the defensive commands. I think that's pretty cool that they added that into the game, so everyone knows. So you know what everyone's doing on the defensive end. So like I said, we'll show a couple more possessions. I'm gonna try to put this on the floor. Oh, no, we'll have to. Here it is. Oh, he missed. Now, one thing I don't know is if the shot timing is still in, because even though it's on real player percentages, I wonder if I still had to have to time the shots. That would be kind of odd if it was that, since it's real player percentages. Because that was a kind of that was odd he missed that layup. Ooh, he got super aggressive on that. Get in there. Let's go. So overall, I am enjoying 2K18. It does have its things that I'm really not too fond of, but gameplay wise, for the most part, it's not. I'm not really too upset about it. You know, a lot of like I am a huge critiquer of NBA 2K because you kind of can see the potential in the game, but overall, I think it's a very solid game gameplay wise. That was a bad pass too to the corner. He might hit that. All right, this will be the last possession, then we'll wrap this video up. Ooh, good block there. There's probably somebody open too on that, but it's all good. All good D. Right back. There we go. All right, boys. KC Classic 7 signing out.